Everybody, this is John from Craps on Casino Gaming TV. Welcome to the Daily Paycheck. Here we go. The last day of the storm. If you're new to our show, what we do here, we are rocking a bankroll, trying to build it from 10,000 to 100,000, 10% at a time. So literally pulling out 10% of my master bankroll every day and trying to win 10% of that on the table. It's hard. It's slow for one thing. But it's hard to do. It's hard to win 10% every day. It really is. You'll find that some days it's easy, some days it's a dogfight, you know? So here we go. The Storm is created by Chris at Dice Degeny and Greg from 555 Craps. It's a simple strategy. It's a $50 don't pass with 180 in odds on the point. Let's see, where my puck? Let's see, the point here is like a 9, okay? What you do then is you go 204 across. It's a magical number. 204 across looks like this. We're going to get 25 bucks on the 4 and 10. Those pay $49. We'll get 35 on the 5 and 9. That pays $49. We'll get 42 each on the 6 and the 8 because that also pays $49. Everything up here pays $49. From your rack, you drop $1. 49 plus your dollar pays you 50 bucks net. Okay, so 50 for 1 we call that. All right. Now on hit number 1, what happens is this: any box hit, aside the point, obviously, you get paid 50 bucks. We drop our odds down to 120. We're going to take $60 off the odds with each hit. Now we have 110 in the rack. Next hit, 50 bucks. Take the odds down again to 60 bucks. So we're going to go from 180 to 60. The next hit, and by the way, right here, look at this. This 50 bucks covers that. Your initial don't pass bet. This here against the point of 9 is 169. There's 150, 170. So our money is back in the rack, what we started with, except for the odds right now. We're at risk for the odds. On hit 3, you get paid 50 bucks and the odds come down. Now you're covered and you got 110 in profit. Okay? You could place the 9 at this point for 40 bucks, lock in another $50 in profit, and be out of here with 200 bucks. That's the whole strategy. 200 bucks and 3 hits, pretty sweet. You do need a 4th hit to make your full paycheck. And that's the thing. It's a 4-hit strategy. 3 hits are covered, 1 hit is not. That's the whole deal. Can you get 4 box hits before you hit the point? It's kind of a race against the point, really. You want to be not a dark side player so much, but you don't want to be too good on the right side because that's where the danger zone is, hitting that point. The strategy so far is something like, I don't know what our record is. I think it's like, I don't want to lie. I think it's 12 and 9 or something like that. It's not done well. We've hit the point way too often. We've had a really rough time getting out of it. I'm disappointed. I thought this one was going to have some merit. We were going to do okay with it, but as it turns out, it's been much more rough sledding than I'd hoped on this one. So as a 6, 7, 8 strategy, I think those odds are just too much at the on the pass line, and there's no wiggle room. There's no way to get out of it if you get into a problem. It does fight back. We've had days where it's gone completely south, and we've fought our way back. But good example yesterday. We had a shooter in the 20s that we lost money on because that shooter kept hitting their point, and knocking us off. So anyway, here we go. Let's get it rolled out. I'm going to shoot from the right side today. So again, working my toss a little bit as we go here. And with that said, let me get my table out of the way here. Whoops, I just spilled a bunch of stuff. And we will get rolling here in just a minute. I got my coffee just spilled. Hold on a second. Jeez. Just made a big old mess. Welcome to live radio, or whatever you call it, live TV, right? The best laid plans sometimes go awry. Here we go. Jeez. Why can't I get my... There we go. All right. Let's get the dice down here. Let's get our first toss in. Make sure you can see the rack okay. $2,500 in the rack. We're going to buy in. There's our don't pass bet. Let's Let's get out of the gate. Here we go. A little bit short. It's a 4-3-1-4. All right. Now the 4 and 10 I work a little different. $200 in odds. They tend to take a minute to hit. So we have potentially more time. In time, I mean rolls before that resolves itself. The one thing about the 4 and 10 that kind of sucks is that if you catch an early 7, you lose money. Up top is going to be basically 204 minus 25, right? So it's going to be like 274 up there. This only wins down here, $150. So we're going to be light a little bit in our bets. So a 7's fine, just not a 7 on roll 1. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. We're going to need to get an extra. Oops. All right, let's get it done. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 6, 8, and the 5. I'm going to take this quarter here and break it down like so. I'm actually going to get a 10 in white for it. I need the whites in my rack anyway. Let's cap the 6 and the 8. I'm missing a nickel there. Sorry about that. All right, box is set. I have whites and reds in my rack. And let's get it done. Here we go. Anything but 4 for a little bit. That's all you need to do. Anything but a 4. That's the whole secret here. There it is, Waylon. The 4 and 10 of the come out, right? We talked about this yesterday. And you put a video out last night, I think, on it, right? Big crack of the dice, ugly hit. 5-3. Again, I'm getting used to throwing from over here, so it is what it is. That'll pay $50 for 1. I don't expect these throws today to be beautiful by any means, but all right. There's an 8. It's typed in. Trying to figure out the energy from the right side here. Here we go. Front edge landing, 5, 3, 8, and throwing it way too freaking hard. 3, 5. All right, that'll be 50 for 1. Again, that's our second hit at level 1 on the odds. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to bring those odds down 1 level to 150, like so. There's ace deuce, waste, 2, 1, 3. Oops. 2, geez, John. 2, 1, there we go. All right, that 5 was typed in by mistake. There we go. All right, let's keep at it. Better looking throw, and it's a freaking 4. Okay, we lose a little bit, pre-1. All right, so we won $100, right? Coming in to the rack here, we got those 2 hits. We're gonna lose 200 down here on the 4, so we're down $100, just like that. Again, this strategy is good. I say in air quotes, unless you're shooting well, right? And it's a right side strategy that gets killed when the right side does good. It's kind of a bummer that way. So here we go. We got to come right back to it again. We don't stop the plan just because we got beat. So this is the reason why it sometimes fights back, and it's also the reason why sometimes it gets beat. But you can look at this roll here. We got a 4, 8, 8, 3, 4, and we lost $200 on the right side. And that's the thing that's about this strategy that's uniquely frustrating, right? You got 2 hits plus you made your point. You're on the right side and you still come away negative, negative $100, which I don't know. It's one of the reasons why I'm just so frustrated with this thing. Anyway, here we go. Let's come out. Let's catch us a new point. And we'll have to fight it back, right? Man. There's a 9, 6, 3. Alrighty, 6, 3, 9. Let's move the puck to the 9. We'll make that look like a 4. We'll put the reds back in the rack. We're gonna get 180 out here in odds. I need to get, I gotta break a black chip for some quarters to make that happen. And here we go. Again, we're fighting from behind, so we have to take the 2 hits to get down. And that seems to be the way that it works. Here we go. That's a 4 hard. Double deuce. 2 2s typed in. There's a buck. There's 50. And that's, again, hit 1 at this first level here. I know, Gargoyle. I for some reason from over here, I can't seem to get them to quiet down. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying really hard, but they're just not being quiet today. I got to figure out what's my adjustment here. From this side, I'm just like not used to the, you know what I'm saying? There's no groove over here yet. They're hitting that front edge every time, and they're just catapulting. So I think I'm going too much. I'm doing like, this forward wrist thing a little too much, and that's part of the problem. Anyway, that's an 8. That's a 4 4. 50 for 1. Well, I get it back over here. Runaway chip. All right, 50 for 1. There's the 1. We're going to bring our odds down to 120. And try and survive a couple more hits here. Little better. I see a 1, I see a 5. It feels like a 6. There's $1. There's 50. I typed it in already. Let's go. Same. 3 1. That rolled over. It was a 3. It was a 2 1 3 rather. Sorry, 2 1 3. Sorry for the messy stick work there. 2 1 3. A little better, 6. Trying to reduce as much as I can energy-wise, but all right, there's a 50 for 1 right there. There's $1. There's 50. All right, that was our second hit at this level, so we can come the odds down to 60 for 2 more hits. Man, you see that bounce? And that's the 9. That takes our DP down, but we made money on the shooter, so I'm okay with it. Made money, 549. But again, like, look at this shooter, right? What are we in here? We are 15 rolls in. 15 rolls in, all the gray numbers are box hits that are collectibles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, and we made 2 points, right? 6 box hits, 2 points made, and we're probably even, right? After all this, there's $300. We're actually not even. There's 300 plus the whatever's up there, the 100 and change that's up there. That puts us actually right at even. We're exactly even now. After losing earlier, well, that 4. We won back the money we lost in the 4 is all we've done so far. Isn't that crazy how this works? And you're getting, the longer the roll goes, you feel like that 7's going to get you at some point. You can't dodge it forever. And, now we're going to have a quote unquote little mini miracle here to get through this. Here we go. Coming out. Way too high. It's a 5, 3, 2. Just really, really high. 3, 2, 5. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's going to be the point. Let's take this bet from the 4. I'm sorry. Take this bet from the 5. Move it to the 9. Once again, we'll go our odds here. A little better. 4, 5. That's a 9. It's right there. I need to get some change. There's a nickel. There's 5 white chips. So 50 for 1 on that one. All right. Here we go. Bad throw. Total slip. 6-3 though. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 6-3-9. I'll be happy with that hit though. There's 50 for 1. Take the odds down to 120 now. All right. There's 11 yo. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm throwing forward. I agree. I'm pushing out instead of picking up. I can feel it in my arm, Gargoyle. I know exactly what you're saying there. There's a 10. It's a first 10 today, 6-4. Up here, that's again 50 for 1. There's another 9, 5, 4. 9s are coming today, right? 5, 4, especially. It's been mostly those. 5, 4, 9. Okay, that's going to pay $50. Bam. And just get myself 2 whites for a white. 50 bucks right there. And we're gonna come down here to 60 on the odds. Again, working from behind, I need to get 2 hits at each spot there. There we go. There's the 5. Damn it, we lost it again. We can't get it. Jeez, Alou. 4-1. Can't seem to get out of the odds, right? There's another 110 down. But let's do a quick check and see how close. Did we get closer? 1, 2, 300, 400 bucks here. So we're damn close to it. If I take this away and make it 3 black chips, okay? There is 2,300. If I make this look like a black chip, okay, there's 2,400 in the rack. Plus we got the whatever this is, 169 up top. So we're at $79 in profit right now, right? We have again, 2,400 plus 179 is 2,579, 2,580. So we're not there. Still not there. Can you believe that? We're still not there. That's, by the way, the 5 hit, the 4 hit. We've knocked our point off twice, which is good as a shooter. And we've gotten a bunch of box hits. We just haven't gotten enough in the rack. Again, the line play, and this one is the nemesis. Sometimes line play is good. On this strategy, the line play is what's killing us, which is ironic because that's supposed to be the thing that gets you out of the hand, right? Here we go. I wonder if it's about where I'm standing and less about the arm. We have an 8 on the come out, hard 8, 4-4. Square pair. All right. 1. $180. This is the part that again, we're within spitting distance of this damn thing, and that's a scary number to be on, Here we go. Another hard ass hit. And there it is. See, this is what happens, right? You get so close to it. You get so close to it with this strategy, and then you do this to yourself, right? You hit the 8. And again, as a right side player, I'm like happy that I'm throwing good, right? But look at that loss, right? That's brutal. It's 230. 230 out the door, and it's unnecessary. You know what I mean? I almost wonder if, like, in this one, when you're ahead like we are, if you just don't do this and just let that roll. Because really, let's think about that, right? We lost 230 there. If we didn't have this, we would have been fine. You go out there full 204. If the 7 comes, you lose 204 versus 230. I think that, to me, is the big mistake here, right? When you're ahead, coming back out here for that big don't, it's a bigger risk than what would have been up there on the 7, and you're already ahead. That, to me, that feels like the biggest weak point. But here we go. Now we got to go ahead and fight again. That sucks, man. That sucks big time. It's an immediate buckshot there. It's our 3rd point hit. It's actually 3 points to the fire. And here we go. Now we're gonna have to work backwards again. Yeah, I'm very awkward over here, and it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be awkward. I've only done this for 3 days now, right? So. Oh my God, that didn't even hit the back wall. It is what it is, right? We're gonna have to figure this out from this side of the table. All right, points 10. All right, here we go. $200 down here. We have a lot of work to do, folks. We have a lot of work to do on this hand here. Again, I'm trying to figure out where I want my hips to be. All right. A little better. 4-1. All right, there's a buck. There's 50. Ace deuce, waste of a roll. Seven. That's our first 7 all day. We got anything out of that hand? We got a 5, right? Okay, there's a 4. So that was a 27 roller. This is the thing about this strategy. A 27 roller, and we lost money on the right side, right? Isn't that crazy? That's so frustrating. It's so frustrating about this thing. And that's where, like, you know, I think there's big problems here, right? And it's too bad. It's a shame. Throwing that good, you should be making money, lots of money, not losing your shirt. Like we just did. It's like I said, I love hate. I love the idea of the strategy. I hate the execution of it. So down here, we're going to win 50 on the flat and 100 on the odds. We're going to go down $29, but we brought back 50. So we're up on the shooter. But big deal, right? It's like, all right, let's do it. Let's get a good set of, and it's that rhythm deal, right? We talked about the rhythm, like getting 3 box numbers isn't hard. We got a bunch of box numbers. We just didn't get them in rhythm with the line bet resolving. You know what I mean? And that's just, you look at like the sequencing there between line hits and the sevens, it's just a bad juju. I'll tell you what. Uniquely frustrating this one is. I'm telling you, I can't wait till next month. Here we go. Coming out. And there's a 4, 3, 1. All right, here we go. Coming across 4, 5, 6. Not the 4. All right. And with the puck on the 4, I'm going to get 10 in white. And our odds. Here we go. Here we go. Ride this train again. Yeah, I already emailed Steen, by the way, and gave him Darksiders, or gave him Gargoyles information. See, Steen already knows. Here we go. There's an 8, 5, 3. I'm not killing the back wall right now, at least, but I'm also yucky. All right, 5, 3, 8. That's $50. Aces. That's better. 9, 6, 3. All right, we'll take the black chip back and go to 150. We'll get our 50 for 1 on the payment. There's a 6. They landed on top of one another. Bad throw by me. 1, 5. That'll be $50 though. 50 for 1. Oof. Hard 6. 3, 3. Again, $50 for the 1. And that is number 4, which means the odds can come back down to 100. Oh boy, 7. Not a good throw. 5, 2. All right, we'll lose up top, but we're gonna make money on the shooter again. We're gonna make, because we got our 4 before this happened, so we're fine. All right, let's see where we end up here. Here's $50 there. There's $50 there. All righty. 1, 2, 300. So we are at 2,400 in the rack. 2,475. We're basically even. We fought our way back. We're even minus about $15. Again, another decent roll there. You know what I mean? 5 box sits is nothing to sneeze at. Let's have a clean run. We're still, again, upside down. We're gonna have to get the extra hit. Grinding the gears today, just like always. Darksider, yes, today is the last day, the last damn day for this thing, I'm telling you. And you know, when Chris was here in my garage, we got, I asked him questions about how he would play certain parts of this thing, so I'm actually playing it more legit to what Chris plays. And we're still having problems. But anyway, here we go. Coming out. Come out 7, and here's that. 6, 1. Come out 7. I'll put that in the come. Again, to mark the losers. All right. Yeah, this strategy with a little line baccarat thing would have been fire, you know, like the Red Cross does it. Here we go. There's a 5, 4, 1. Let's move you over. There's my odds. I need to get change here. And I'll take 10 in red, or 10 in white. All right, let's burn these whites down here and be good, right? That's gonna be our indicator. Here we go. Stay off the 5 for a minute, John. Stay off that 5 for a minute. That's all you got to do. That's a 10. Horrible throw. Horrible throw. All right, there's $50. Man. I really want to get this side dialed in, the right side, because you end up over here a lot on these tables, you know? I want to make sure I feel good about what's happening over here. Oh my God, you see that? Talk about a horrible, horrible throw. And guess what we got? Knock our point out. Knock our point out, take the whole 180, and here we go again. God damn. And I think this time I'm gonna do the opposite of what we said last time. If I come right back out here with 230 again, I'm just gonna play it right. I'm just gonna go to the right side and just play it out. I'm not. In good conscience, I can't keep doing this, right? Seven on the come out. I'm not gonna worry about it. This is the part of the strategy that I don't like. I don't like coming out with the same thing after I get whacked on that don't. I don't like coming back out to it again. It's just like, you already lost 230, you may as well lose 204. You know what I mean? There's the 4. Just play it naked for a minute and see what happens. Just play it naked for one shooter. We've got 204 up there. I'm down to 2,000 in the rack, right? So I'm down a full 450, or I'm down 250. I'm down 250. We need to get, five shots here just to get even. But I'm not going to use this to do it. I'm just gonna throw, see what happens. I'm just tired of watching it, man. Tired of watching it here. Here we go. Six. It says 8 there. It was a 4-2, not a 4-3. It doesn't matter, but there's $50. There's the dollar. There's a black for the greens. Seven. So of course I make the decision not to go back out on the 7, and I roll a fucking 7. All right, so this is it right here. I am gonna put this thing to bed. Chris, I love you to death, but I can't in good conscience keep playing this thing, and no matter what I do, lose my ass. Right? We're down $400. Last shooter ever in my life of the storm, and I'm gonna go full degen. In your honor, I'm going to go full degen. We're going to go $100 on the don't. Here we go. $100 on the don't. We're going to bring black chip back. Black chips back or nothing at all, baby. That's it. We're going to go full degen right here. One time. Ha! There we go. There we go. Let's burn the whole bankroll today. I'm actually just having fun here. I don't really care. I kind of want to call this a $500 loss and be done with it, but it's a Friday and I just don't care. There's an 8. All right, 4, 4, 8. Ready for this? $450 on the line. Bam. Let's go $400. I need all greens. mostly greens. Let me get 50 in red. All right, Chris, for you, my friend, here we go. Here we go. My kingdom, I bet you I buckshot this damn thing. I got to put this over here. I'm sorry, I got this wrong. That's there. And this is here. I bet you I buckshot this point and lose the 450. It's going to be so much fun if I do that. Here we go. 6-5 yo. 6-5 yo. All right. Yeah, the storm it's a bad luck strategy. I don't know what it is. And like I said, I'm throwing good. So I have to, I'm not throwing like proper, but my rolls end up being okay results here. And it is what it is. There's a 5-4-1. All right. So at the big boy level, that's $105 on the 5, right? We'll take the $105 back to the rack, and I'll take the odds down by 150. There is a 5, another one, 3-2. 3-2-5, that'll pay again $105. I'll take the odds down to 150. There's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Four, hard 8, baby. Let's lose all the money we can today, huh? Let's do it. Let's lose all the money we can. I love it. I kind of want to burn the rack. Just because. Let's do it again. I'm not going to count this as paycheck play, by the way. I've crossed over into who cares land. Oh my God, what a shitty throw. Good Lord. This is like, I feel like I'm drinking like spiked coffee today or something. There's a 5. All right, go to there. You go there. You go there. Let's get it all out on the table. 450. Oof. Here we go. No discipline today, Jen. I'm just farting around. I'm kind of done with the strategy, and I'm tired of spinning my wheels. I just want to burn the bankroll or not, just have some fun. It's Friday, who cares? 4-2. There's the 105. Because we lost the last shooter, we got to go twice. It's going to do it at the fatty level. Eight hard. Let's put that in. 4, 4. That's 105. Actually, take the 5s. And I'm going to go to the hard ways with it. Rack of black. Come down to 300. Little better throw. Midnight. It's the first midnight of the day. 6, 6. And I throw felt good out of my hand, but awful. 6, 5, yo. It's going to work our way back down the ladder, I guess, right? 6, 5. There's a 10 odds. 5, 5, hard 10. That's a beautiful thing. That pays $100 on the box, and I have a hard 10 over here. That's going to pay 35. That's fantastic. Let's make it look like 15 and rack the 125. Also, is that the second hit? That's our second hit, or our third hit. So we need to get one more hit before I can bring those odds back. The storm needs to back row the line. I agree with you there. But again, the point of it is, well, let's talk about it. Let me throw here first, then we'll talk about that, because I think you're onto something. There's a 5. That's the point. Fucking A, baby. We lost it. We lost it again. I love it. The storm. If we back row the line on the storm, the problem with that is that it's not the storm anymore. Then it's another 6, 7, 8. You know, then it's another who cares play. The point of the line is to save you up top, and clearly that's not happening, which is that's the indictment of this thing, right? That's where this thing goes south, is because it's not doing its damn job, which is what we're showing here, right? This you can't do this with that for too long. Ultimately, you're going to lose because you're either losing here or losing there, but you're never actually making any damn money. One side or the other is going to do it for you. That's why the Red Cross does so well, because there are times where you're playing both sides or the same side at a big level, and it hammers it. This thing here is just, it's getting crushed unnecessarily for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? There's an ace deuce, 1, 2, 3. That's our first line winner in like 2 days, I think, right? I'm actually going to stack that up. I'm going to stack that up because I'm doing that today. Here we go. I love taking the freebie wins and getting aggressive with it if we can. There's a 6, 5, 1. All righty. Here we go. Let's just not have a 6 for a minute here, huh? 3, 4, 50. Oh my God, up in the rack. What a throw. What a throw. Here we go. Come on, John. Please be a 6. Please be a 6. Come on. Knock me out. There's an 8. All right. 6, 2, 8. That's 105. What time is it? It is 7:52. I can finish this shooter out and then we'll be done. We'll be done with the craziness here. Friday Follies. I should have played this $100 level the whole time, right? Hard 10. Hard 10. We did it again. All right, that pays $100 on the 10 up top. And with $15 on it, 15 times 7 all day long, that's going to be 1, 5. All right. There we go. All right. Look at that. I'm going to make that hard 10 look like a quarter now. Oh, let's put the 2. There it goes. It's a quarter on the hard 10. Hit that thing twice. Is that 2 hits? That is 2 hits. We can come down on our odds a teeny tiny bit. Teeny tiny bit down there. There's a 9. That was almost a 7. It was almost a 7, 6-3. But I will take the 105 all day. Cool. That was a better toss in the air. I'm not getting the good throwing them up instead of out. I can't seem to figure out where to stand. I think I'm like very uncomfortable with my hips and stuff, so whatever. I'll work with gargoyle separately on this because I'm not feeling where I'm supposed to be. Here we go. 6, there it is. There it is, the knockout punch. Woo! 5 blacks, bye-bye 5 blacks. Let's do it again. Do I have enough time for one more shooter? I really don't. I really don't have time. All right, let's call it here. Let's call it here just because of time. Otherwise, I would keep playing and try and burn the whole thing. Try and burn the whole thing down if I could. Where are we here in the rack? Let's see. We're going to be, of course, down, but who cares? I'm not even counting it. There's that. 415 bucks. All right, there we are. We're down $600. But again, we went on tilt because it was fun, and it's Friday, and who cares? I think ultimately we were down about 150 bucks. I'll check the tape later on from before. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, we once you go down here, I'm not going to fight that thing back again today. I didn't want to be swearing and throwing shit again today, so I just decided to go on tilt and not care. I like the idea of the strategy. I don't like the execution of the strategy. It just doesn't seem to work for me. Doesn't mean that it wasn't well thought out, but I'm not going to sit here and throw 27 rolls, and this shooter that we're on right now is on roll 20, and again, we've lost money. On a 20 roller and a 27 roller, we lost money. Hit the tall, of course, but there's no strategy on God's green earth that has a right side heavy component that loses money on a 20 roller and can call itself good. I'm sorry. It just, no bueno, man. It didn't work out. So we're gonna call this one. Actually, what I'm gonna do, because I did just, who cares, this thing. We were up 139 today coming in here. I'm just gonna call this thing a 0 for the month. Today, whatever. I don't know. I don't even know whatever point I was where I went on the blacks is where it was. It was probably about $150 down. I think we're just going to call it a 0 for the month. 20 wasted days, unfortunately. But we learned something. We learned a little bit about what people say about hybrids is you're playing not to lose, right? And here it is. Here it is in full display. No matter what you do, even if you get, let's do the math here real quick. I want to show you. This is very important to see. Let me go to the other screen. Let me go here. I think it's important to watch this because there's a point in time where here's the problem with a hybrid. Watch this. Let's say that the point was a 6. It doesn't matter what the point. Let's say it was a 6. And let's say that you're here. Okay? I'll show you where you would be if it works out. And this is, I think, we all need to look at this. Okay, you have your $50 on the don't. You brought your odds back. Okay, you're in that spot where right now you've got this. You're at $110 in profit. You got your money back off the table. You got $110 in profit after that third hit. Okay, what you can do here is this. Now watch. If you right now roll a 7 at this point, you'd get your $50 down here and lose the entire box, right? So you're going to be okay. You have the 210 in profit, right? But look at how much that gobbles up, right? If you pull this stuff down and go only for the 7, you'd be in an okay spot, right? And that's the thing to kind of remember is that when you're here, in this position here where you've got your money out here, your money's back in your rack, right? The thing to do is to stop playing and bring it all back to you, which is hard to do. And that's, I think, the thing about the hybrid is that if you let this go and that's all you have, that's all you're going to have. If you pull the don't and come up here to the 6 for $48, right? You got your 105 in profit. If the 7 comes now, you lose all of this. All that work you did to get even and up a little tiny bit goes away, right? That's the problem with these things, that you end up being such opposing forces. Early on, I get it. I get the idea to do it early on to save those bets, but I'll tell you what, today, there were 0 times today, even with the 27 roller today, there were 0 times where we got the odds down to nothing, right? Now, granted, we had a chase because we were down. We had to get 2 hits per level. We never once, not one time, got rid of all the odds. We buckshotted the points or hit the points with odds every single time today, even on those long rolls because of the way the rhythm worked out. It's just really hard for me to recommend a play where you can roll 27 times and still lose money. It just feels wrong on the surface. And again, my rhythm points that out today, right? When you're on the wrong side of history there, that's what'll happen to you, right? But that's, to me, a non-starter. If you're up here playing the box, straight box, 64 across, even 64 across today, you make money, right? Versus getting trounced because those points are getting hit. Waylon says, do the Baccarat. If you do the Baccarat on here, what you're going to be at is 204 across plus the line split. That's basically the red cross minus the field, right? I would do that with the horn. I would do 204 across and a $4 horn. That's fine, right? You're going to make $50 on all the box numbers plus, $20, $30 over here on the horn. That's fine, and Baccarat the line. That's a different version of the red cross that I could handle with a flat bedded line that you could parlay press down in here too. That's a way to kind of improve things. But again, the goal of that is different than this one. This one here, the goal was to keep you safe. It never kept us safe. It just, it is what it is. And I, it's a bummer that we spent a month on it, but now we know. Right now I feel like now we know. So there it is, right? Some are awesome, right? When some break even and grind and never win. This is one that just never wins. I think that this hybrid with all those massive odds never wins. I think other hybrids can do better. I also think this, right? If you treat a hybrid like the box and the line are 2 different plays, right? So consider this too. If you're playing with a partner, let's say, right? And you're doing the box play and the partner's doing the don't, or whatever the line play is going to be, this thing has a goal to win $200. This thing has the goal to win $200 and you're out there with 400. Think of it that way as 2 separate deals. And once the line does its job, it stops playing. Or once the line wins its money, it stops playing and you're just playing box play. If you go upside down, you start the line again. that's an interesting way to approach this stuff because the hybrids can definitely gobble each other up unless you treat them separately. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this thing. It's a shame that it didn't work out. I really was hoping that it would, but it didn't, you know? And again, my throws today, whatever, my mechanics were shit. My results were good from the right side of things. And there's your last number. There's the throw that killed the storm. It's a 4.26. The storm goes down on a point winner, which is interesting, isn't it? All right, folks. I'm gonna go turn this off. I'm gonna go make the dogs some breakfast. We'll start Coffee and Craps in about 8:10 or so. Give me about 10 minutes here to get going, and I will see you down there, and we'll just have a nice little chat. I want to do a little comparison of some come betting strategies, if you don't mind. So I'll see you downstairs for Coffee and Craps in about 10 minutes. Somebody in chat, let the chatters there know. Okay? There we go. I don't know, Jen, what I'm going to do. I haven't even decided yet what I'm going to do with the show. I may do some Zoom. I may do some just dial in. I may do some chatting. So, all right, see you in a little bit. Alexa,